Not until yesterday when my friend asked me how to apply for a Canadian study permit as he wants to study in Canada for his post-graduation studies. I was more than willing to help him, but first of all, starting with the step one, which is what I asked him to do, is prepare for Ielts and register for the date to give the exam. Now, for those of you who do not know what Ielts is a language proficiency exam for English and is required by most of the countries from the non-native English speaking countries so that they can actually do different purposes, or they can go for different purposes in the countries that they're giving the exam for. So in this case, my friend wants to go to Canada and he needs to certify that he knows enough English to survive in Canada. So Ielts is an examination conducted by IDP or British Council. These are the two organizations that help you register for the examination, and they coordinate making sure that you give the exam successfully and use that exam score further in your visa application or immigration application itself. So starting off with Ielts registration process, we have to hop on for this to my laptop, and I'm going to get started right away. In this video, I'm going to book Ielts exam date for my sister who actually is planning to go to Canada for her studies. And I'm going to start by clicking on book Ielts date online. Select the appropriate link. Once you see British Council India, that's the link you have to click while registering for Ielts. You can select the date, which is basically month and year that you want to give the exam in. And then you select the place where you want to give the exam. In this case, it's Patiala for my sister. Then you select the module that says academic for the students. Once you click next, you're going to see different availability of dates. You can select the one that is more appropriate to you. That's the fee, that's $11,300. And then you can go through the terms and condition on the next page and click on I have accepted the agreement or read the terms and condition. Once you click next, you have to fill in the major form, which is the Ielts registration exam form itself. It is going to ask all for the confidential information. I'm going to have to blur this because this is all actual information that I'm putting for my sister in order to make sure that she's registered for the exam. So I'm going to have to blur this information, and you can go through what basically on the left side you can see is the information required to fill in the application for Ielts exam. So it's a name, language, first language, you can see country of nationality, then comes the email address. I'm going to have to ask my sister for this, so I took a little while to find out what's her email address. And you have to confirm the email address, which is you have to put in again the same email address. And then comes the date of birth. So in this case, my sister's date of birth is 1994, 8th October. And then you can see there's a field that says identification document. This is where you have to put your passport or the basic identity that is accepted by the exam organization. So for India, it's only passport. So I'm going to click passport and then put in the passport number in the next field. Once you put in the passport number, you're going to be asked for identification document expiry date. That's when you have to put in the expiry date of the document that you are putting the information for that. So that means passport in this case. I'm going to select the gender, and then it's the address, as you see on the left side. So address, my sister lives with my parents currently in my city, which is Patiala. That's where I originally grew up in. So I'm going to have to put in that address, as that's the main address that we all have for our main documentation, because that's the home where I belong from. Once you put in the address, the next field you'll see is the town or city. So it'll be again Patiala, the country, or county or state, which is again Punjab, as Punjab is a state where I belong from. And the zip code, again the zip code, which is specific to my locality where I live in India. Country, again it's going to be India. Next, you're going to put in your telephone number, mobile phone number. You can skip the telephone field if you want to. Usually I put in mobile number, as everyone has mobile these days, but telephone, less people use it unless it's a residential place. Even though we have the phone, but I usually recommend putting in your mobile number. The next question, as you can see, is these are like some of the basic questions that why are you planning to give this exam, or what's your occupation level, what is the highest education that you have finished, and these are some of those questions. You can see why you're taking the test, again the same thing. How many years have you been studying English? So this is basic information that they're going to ask you regarding the language English, for which you're actually giving this exam. and clicking on the appropriate fields, you can click on I'm not robot and continue to next. So this is the basic criteria of my sister. She actually has already submitted this form, so you can see the information or the pop-up that says a candidate with this exact information or the exact details is already registered for the test date. So she has already registered for it, and then you're going to receive an email once you submit the form. You go through the payment process, which is again online, or you can also submit a challan, which is a procedure for Indians, I would say, or also for some of the other countries that you can pay using challan, which is basically a receipt that you go to the bank and submit money through. So you're gonna receive an email in your inbox. So I'm gonna show you here that how I was refreshing for the emails, even though the registration email is with my sister's email address and she has a confirmation for that. So this is all about the video. If you have any further questions regarding the exam, I'll be more than willing to help you, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. By the way, my phone stand is broken, so I might need to buy a new one to make more videos. That's why I'm holding it on my hands. And make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos regarding studying in the US or Canada or any other country. I want to expand this channel to the fullest for individuals who are willing to study abroad and to get the most out of it from the experience. So make sure you subscribe it and comment in the comment section down below how do you feel about this video. Thank you.